YouTube, it's your boy motherfucking Uncut Quan back with another reaction video. If you ain't motherfucking watching me, then what the fuck is you doing? Dead ass. But for real though, man, we always striving to get better, gang. Stay on the positive side, never on the negative side. As you can see though, we got your top 10 people who CIA fears the most part 3. See, they just popped up on my feed. I haven't seen part 1 or part 2. And this is my first time clicking on part 3. Like I said, when we watch reaction video, we watching them together and we basically reacting together. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe at the end. Let's get into it.
Maybe it's the CIA, maybe it's the FBI, maybe it's just your local police department, but whoever it is, they set out to catch these kinds of guys. From both identified and unidentified, as well as serial and just regular old-fashioned plain killers. Here's part 3 of the top 10 people who the CIA fears the most. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have Randy Kraft. Also known as the scorecard killer, Randy is a monster who took the lives of at least 16 young men between 1972 and 1980.
Randy Kraft, they call that nigga the scoreboard killer. Scorecard. My dumb ass. But 16? They don't say.
The scorecard nickname comes from how, after his arrest, police found a coded list that contained cryptic references to his crimes and the victims. On May 14, 1983, 2 California Highway Patrol officers observed a car driving erratically and
okay, we know he's a real deal killer, but let's just take a second out of our day and look at Randy Kraft. Do he really look like a serial killer? What y'all think? The haircut? The mustache? Yeah, I don't think I would trust that dude around me either. He might fuck around and post some acid or something in your drink. Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him. Just look. Look at the stash. Not the mustache. Look at the stash. Y'all ain't fucking with that boy Randy.
Suspected the driver may be impaired, so they pulled it over. Once the car was pulled over, Randy Kraft got out and identified himself and subsequently failed all field sobriety tests. At the same time, the other officer went over to the passenger side where he sadly found Randy's final victim, 25-year-old Marine Terry Lee Gambrell. The next 2 days of investigation.
Damn, he just be riding with bodies on him like that? On the passenger side? That boy cold-hearted. He might be in the car with them talking to him while they dead or something, bro. Fucking Randy Kraft.
And revealed the horrors of what Kraft had done, and on May 16, 1983, he was formally charged with the one crime, but many more charges came within the next months. His trial first began on September 26, 1988.
You know he did it. Look at that picture.
And on August 11th, 1989, the jury rendered a verdict of death and the sentence was upheld. As of this year, he still remains on death row at San Quentin State Prison, where he continues to deny any responsibility for the crimes. Like they didn't find one of his victims in the passenger seat of his car while he was driving it. I'm just saying, I don't think he should be waiting around for that Oscar or anything.
Exactly. He had a dead body with him at the moment. And he ain't gone yet. But other people be gone like just like that. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know what be going on with this world now. That shit be crazy.
In our number 9 spot today, we have the Long Island Killer. What would a list of horrifying people be without some of the dreaded unidentified serial killers? The Long Island Killer, of course, operated in the Long Island region and is said to have begun being active as far back as 1996, and it's entirely possible that they may still currently be active. At the moment, there is a range of 10 to 17 crimes that authorities believe could be linked to this yet-to-be-identified person. Unfortunately, there isn't much that is known about who this person might be, but it's currently thought that they're likely a white male in his mid-20s to 40s with extensive knowledge of law enforcement operations and techniques, and they believe...
Don't know yet. You see that, like, when people join, like, the government and shit and they leave, it be hard to catch them motherfuckers. Like, they know so much. They know the ins and outs and shit. Like, you catch them, you really got to be 2 steps ahead because they already know how y'all operate. But I wouldn't be surprised though.
Because it would make sense as to why he has been so successful in avoiding capture so far. As of right now, it is believed that his most recent victim was Natasha Jugo, who was found on the shore of Gilgo Beach on June 24th, 2013. In our number 8 spot today, we have Charles Cullen. This guy used to be a nurse who took the lives of his patients throughout his...
I don't know, like, this shit updated, right? 2013. I don't know though. I ain't them people. So killers, you know, they probably wait by 7-8 years to catch another body. You never know what be wrong default head.
And he may be one of the worst serial killers ever recorded. He confessed to taking the lives of 40 people, but through subsequent interviews, it became apparent that the number was way higher than 40, he just couldn't remember the names of them all. But he of course could remember the details of his crimes against them. His crimes started in 1988 and spanned over a decade into 2000.
I gotta read more into him. 40? But it's supposed to be more than 40? What you be doing? Cause you ain't that big. You must be injecting motherfuckers or something.
In October of 2003, when a patient at a hospital passed away from low blood sugar, the authorities were called. This person was Charles' final victim, and authorities began looking into him and investigating his past employment history. On December 12th, 2003, authorities were arresting him and charging him with only 1 count of his crimes, but he ended up admitting to 40. He ended up pleading guilty to his crimes and arranged a plea deal where authorities would not seek the death penalty if he cooperated. During one of his court proceedings, he continuously asked the judge to step down and apparently repeatedly chanted, quote, "Your Honor, you need to step down," for 25 minutes, even after he was restrained and gagged for his outbursts. It is thought that his victims might be up in the 400 range, which is absolutely unbelievable. Charles was sentenced to 18 consecutive life sentences and will be eligible for parole in 2403. In our number 7 spot,
How the fuck can you be possible of 400 cases? What kind of human are you? Like, what the fuck? 400? Fuck you were doing? You must just every night. You must be a fucking slasher. Like, you just coming through shit. Like, or you must got injections or some shit. Just he got caught for 1 killing, but he went on and pleaded guilty for like over 40. What caught me though, motherfucker said possibly 400 cases.
we have Sean Great. Sean is a serial killer who committed a series of crimes from 2006 until he was apprehended in 2016. Throughout his decade of criminal activity, it is thought that he took the lives of at least 5 people. So Basically, his story...
Bit like a goldfish with glasses on. We ain't gonna stay on that though.
A little confusing, but in September of 2016, Sean was arrested and later indicted for 2 killings, as well as a kidnapping and harming a woman whose 911 call actually led to his arrest. At the same time, in another county next door, he was also being charged with 2 other deaths, as well as another one from all the way back in 2006. This final count from all of those years ago was actually an unsolved Jane Doe case who had been unidentified for 12 years at the time. When Sean confessed to this crime, he wasn't even sure who...
You can tell. My boy throw it off in the head. No shirt on, no nothing. What the fuck they doing right here? I don't know, but yeah, that bit fucked up. You can see it. Big got to have like Michael Myers and some shit. I ain't too surprised. He kind of throw it off. Fuck. Motherfucking catching bodies, like that shit just super cool, boy. Motherfucker got a lot of hate in their heart. Ugly ass little boy.
He just said he believed her name was Dana. On May 7th, 2018, Sean was convicted on 2 of the counts, and on March 1st, 2019, he pleaded guilty to 2 of the others, and on September 11th, 2019, he pleaded guilty to the additional count. In the end, he was sentenced to death and has remained on death row since that final plea and sentencing, and he is currently scheduled to be executed in 2020.
I don't know why y'all dressed him up. He was gone.
In a bittersweet turn of events, in June of 2019, that Jane Doe victim was finally able to be identified through the DNA Doe Project, and she was identified as 23-year-old Dana Nicole Lowry from Minden, Louisiana. It definitely can't bring her back, but there is some comfort in knowing her family finally received some answers. In our number 6 spot today, we have Tex Watson. Tex Watson was one of the central members of the Manson family, which was led by Charles Manson, and was a willing participant for the horrible Tate and LaBianca crimes that took place on August 9th and 10th.
Look at all these people, bro. Look at these people. Charles Watson. Charles Manson. Watch out for them Charles. You can see 2 out the muscle. We know about you. You nigga, like, you knew. Yeah. If you had a house stranded in the middle of the forest and he's at your door, just looking like that, just go ahead and just stall him and go grab your gun. Ain't no way you letting that in the house. Like, for real, like, you in the middle of the forest or something, in your cabin or something, he just come knock on your door. Or Charles Manson come knock on your door. You really letting them in? Just off they looks. I know I'm not. I ain't playing like that. I can't do that. I can't go out like that. I just can't be letting people in and shit. But look at them though. Just look at them. That bitch look like a grown ass kid. Dead ass. It look like he hit puberty at like 6 and just started going crazy. No haircut, no nothing. Got the fucking big ass knit bowl on his head and shit. I'm telling you, bro. Then you got the women killing like hell too, bro. Can't underestimate them. Susan. Motherfuckers are different.
1969, which if you don't know about them, I can't detail a lot of what happened here, but I can tell you that the events that took place on those nights were horrible, gruesome, and insanely unnecessary. In October of 1969, Tex knew his arrest was coming, so he fled to his home state of Texas, but was later arrested and extradited back to California. Once he was in California, he refused to talk or eat and ended up losing 55 pounds, which got him sent to get tested to see if he was fit to stand trial, which he was. In 1971, he was convicted on 7 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of
God damn, boy, look at your shirt. God damn. You know how Gunna just dropped his fucking album, Poochie Gown? Motherfucker, shit, you wrinkled down, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Oh, boy, you knew you were getting the sentence, bitch. That bitch so damn wrinkled. Damn, look at the pocket. Even the pocket not even a pocket no more. That be like a folded corner envelope. The fuck? Come on, bro. That nigga lost 55 pounds. That nigga was going through it, bro.
Conspiracy to commit. He originally received a death sentence, but it ended up being commuted to life in prison. While in prison, apparently this guy's been living the life, however, because he has not only been able to release a book while inside, but he also got married and, through conjugal visits, has fathered 4 children with his then wife. I actually wish that I was making that up. They did.
This nigga did it all. Killed and raised children in the cell. Hold up, bro. He raised children in the cell. Ain't no way he just raised children after just killing people. He had to got caught.
Divorced in 2003, though, because she apparently had met someone else, which I'm like, yeah, I hope so. In our number 5 spot today,
he thought he had him one while he was in the cell. You a fool, my boy. But you know she was finna leave. You a fucking killer. You're in jail. You're not getting out. Lifer. You fucking lifer. Dumbass shit for people be doing.
David Berkowitz. David Berkowitz, or the son of Sam, is an American serial killer who terrorized New York.
Okay, Mr. Incredible. Fuck. Damn, boy, you got that egg shit. You got that shit. Like you got some damn Mr. Incredible mixed with fucking Elvis. Oh yeah, but you little fake it for, boy. That shit, but your shit just funny.
From July of 1976 to July of 1977. He took the lives of 6 people and wounded 7 others, all the while eluding the biggest manhunt in New York City history. He was one of those arrogant ones who leaves the little notes for the police, promising to do it again. Well, his arrogant self was caught for his crimes, and he was arrested on August 10th, 1977. Little notes for the police.
Please inform auditor the word in the case that I wish them the best of luck. Keep them digging, drive on, think positive, get off your butts, knock on coffins. That nigga told the police department and everybody, get off your ass and knock on coffins.
Promising to do it again. Well, his arrogant self was caught for his crimes, and he was arrested on August 10th.
Upon my capture, I promise to buy all the guys working on the case a new pair of shoes if I can get up the money. This was his lifestyle. Y'all not understanding it. He's like, Mom, I'm born for this shit. Like,
1977 and was indicted for his crimes. He confessed to all of them and claimed that he was just obeying the orders of a demon that had manifested itself in the form of a dog that belonged to his neighbors. These killers really like to come up with some outlandish
Y'all heard this shit, bro. No name for
excuses. It's so wild. He was found mentally competent to stand trial, and he pleaded guilty to his crimes, which left him sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences. He later admitted to making up the dog story, which, like, oh, really? But he did say that instead he was a member of a violent satanic cult, and his crimes were committed as a part of that. These claims were investigated, but no one has been able to confirm or deny them, and at this point, he's like the boy who cried wolf, so it's just hard to say.
Hey, y'all let me know, do y'all think it's still satanic cults around and shit like that? No.
For sure. In our number 4 spot today, we have the Doodler. While this nickname sounds very sweet, it, like everything else on this dark list, is very sinister. The nickname that this unidentified killer received is due to his practice of sketching his victim. Everything else on this.
Motherfuckers know me know I had to go back. We gotta see what's going on with you. This got to be the most perfect. I ain't want to say it, but he got to be like the motherfucking most perfect monkey ever. Like, bitch looks just like a monkey man. He's the perfect mix of a human and monkey. He just, you can tell, monkey man. Bitch named Doodler. The Doodler. You got a smooth ass cut too, bitch. Whoever did your line up, bitch, you need to go back and take them out.
Dark list is very sinister. The nickname that this unidentified killer received is due to his practice of sketching his victims before taking their lives. I told you it was sinister. Don't say I didn't warn you. This identified killer committed their crimes in the San Francisco area from January of 1974 to September of 1975, and they specifically targeted the gay community. It is believed that 14 deaths can be attributed to this killer, while 3 others were injured in the process. Unfortunately, because of stigma and the sensitivity surrounding gay men at the time, the 3 who survived this monster were very reluctant when speaking with authorities for fear of being, quote, outed as a result of it. This has led to there being very little information for them to work with in terms of identifying the man responsible. For a while, there was a primary suspect, but that person has never been officially charged because, sadly, none of the survivors felt comfortable enough to testify in court. There's a very real chance that authorities know who the killer is, but just don't have the evidence to prove it in a court of law. That truly is a terrifying thought. In our number 3 spot today, we have Quincy Allen. Sometimes when I'm researching for these videos, I come across somebody that I haven't heard of before, and their story absolutely blows me away, and this is definitely one of them. Quincy Allen is a man who went on a crime spree between July and
You can see it on his face, crashed out. If you just had to see a picture of him, you didn't know him, you could just look at him crashed out. Know what the fuck kind of hairstyle he got. Bit look like a Spencer ass poodle. A dark one at that.
August of 2002, where he took the lives of 4 people. His crime spree was actually inspired while he was in prison serving time for stealing a vehicle. It was here that a fellow inmate decided to start recruiting others and told him that he could get Quincy a job as a mafia hitman. I can't imagine what that's like. Is that like when those MLM girls slide in your DMs? Yeah, girly. You could be making this much a month. When Quincy was released, he decided to buy a shotgun so he could start practicing. Man, I wish he showed this kind of dedication to literally anything else. Quincy started off as a horrific private spree on July 7th of 2002 by attacking a 51-year-old homeless man who was sleeping at the time. Luckily, this man was able to survive the attack. His crimes continued until he was arrested on August 14th, 2002. After his arrest and trial, Cullen received a sentence of death and is still on death row awaiting execution. His sentencing did not deter him from criminal life, however, as in 2009, he, along with another inmate, planned an attack on a correctional officer at the prison they both reside at. In the end, the guards had to use rubber bullets to subdue the pair. The correctional officer they attacked thankfully didn't succumb to his injuries, but he was forced to find another job, as after the attack he was suffering PTSD and anxiety attacks, and all the charges pertaining to this specific attack were later dropped by prosecutors who suggested that there was no point trying someone who was already death row. This did, however, get him the other inmates stripped of all of their privileges at the time, which included outside recreation, visitation, phone use, and canteen items. Once he was intended to be executed on January 8, 2010, but there was a stay of execution that was accepted, and a new date has yet to be announced. In our number 2 today, we have
Shit. But I think you only get like 1 hour in prison or something like that. Now you like on maximum shutdown. Like you can't even go outside.
Edmund Kemper is an American killer convicted for taking the lives of 10 people, including his maternal grandparents, as well as
I didn't seen a picture of him before. I have seen a picture of him before. Yeah. Big got that mustache, bro. I'm telling you. Watch out for this combination, bro. I'm just trying to help y'all. Watch out for the combination. The little glasses. Them motherfuckers don't even just fill up the whole space for real. The little glasses with the stash, with the little part in the middle. Watch out for them, bro. It's a setup.
Mother. He is apparently notable. I'm gonna say aside from the fact that he's a serial for his height, 6'9", and he is apparently quite intelligent with an IQ score of 105. Some height and IQ score less than impressive choices. His first place would be
6'9". 6'9". We gotta break you down. Knees and all. I ain't gonna count. If you was on the street, you just shot. Soon you look at me like, ain't no way. Especially like 6'9". Soon as I see you, we gotta break you down. Knees and all. 6'9", bro, you up there, bro. And your IQ score high. Nigga might hack my car, or I go to the ATM or something, put some gas in the car. He fucking around and get my address or something. He just know where I live at. That nigga got a high IQ score, but his life choices were goddamn dumb as fuck, though. How the fuck that go?
the lives of his grandparents. After this crime, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and spent time in a hospital before it was determined he was rehabilitated, and he was released at the age of 21. After his release, he unfortunately went on a spree where he targeted young females by hitchhiking. After his final crime, he ended up confessing and turning himself in, which is something we definitely see a lot of. When asked in an interview why he confessed, he said the original purpose was gone. It wasn't serving any physical, real, or emotional purpose. It was just a pure waste of time. Let that sink in. 3/4 point the time.
Bro. What the fuck is this, bro? You can tell you scared as fuck. You scared of him, no cap. I bet you looking like, bro, this nigga ugly as fuck. Big tall as a motherfucker, and he killing. Look at this big face. Look at this big face. Like, what? Look at this man face. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm telling you, bro, it be the ones that look like this, bro. Y'all be underestimating them. I be telling y'all about Timmy and shit. They come to school. Timmy look just like that, bro. Up the whole AK on the school. Y'all watch out, bro. I'm telling you. Be safe out here.
Asked in an interview why he confessed, he said, quote, the original purpose was gone. It wasn't serving any physical or real or emotional purpose. It was just a pure waste of time. I'm just going to let that sink in. 3 court-appointed psychiatrists examined and observed him and found him to be legally sane, and thus he was able to stand trial. On November 8th, 1973, the jury deliberated for just 5 hours before returning with a verdict of guilty. He has been eligible for parole since 1979 and has been denied every time he applied, one time saying, quote, society is not ready in any shape or form for me. I can't fault them for that. He is eligible to apply for parole again next in 2024, which is kind of terrifying. I'll agree with him on that quote. We are not ready for you, and I don't think we ever will. In our number 1 spot today, we have Dale Hausner and Samuel Deep. Known as the serial shooters, the crimes these guys committed are definitely on the list of fears I have, which I'm pretty sure spawned from a Criminal Minds episode. These two were actively committing these crimes between May of 2005 and August of 2006, and basically they were arsonists and would randomly set fire to objects, but they would also drive around and commit random drive-by shootouts. That's the really scary part. The fire thing is also bad, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about completely random acts of violence that really scares me. In the end, a series of tips is what led investigators to identify the perpetrators of these horrible crimes, in particular, one from a friend of Samuel explained that Sam had actually confessed to some of the killings one night while drinking. In Dale's trial, he was found guilty of 80 out of the 87 felony charges that were brought forth, and that was all in one single trial. The charges included the killings and attempted killings he had done, arson, animal cruelty, and drive-by shootings. In the end, he was sentenced to death 6 times, and his brother, who was later found out to have assisted in some of the crimes, was sentenced to 25 years. Samuel was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. While Dale sat on death row, he apparently asked to be put to death, quote, as soon as possible, and in the end, in 2013, he decided to take his...
Damn, bro did not want to be sitting in that bed at all. He was like, I want my death request right now. Shit, I did my dirt. Get me up out this bed.
life in prison. To this day, Samuel still remains in prison. Alright guys, that is what our list for today. Thank you so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time.
But yeah, man, that was the top 10 people who CIA fear the most, part 3. Like, that was some crazy shit up in there, bro. On God. Niggas out here crazy, but they will take you real quick. But as you can see, though, most of them was the Timmy. I've been trying to describe to you what Timmys look like. They be looking rough like that, looking a little crazy. Like they, yeah, kind of fucked up. Yeah, stay watching them. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, man, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, man. And my Instagram should pop up right here. Yeah. And make sure you go follow me on Instagram. It's your boy Uncutt Quan, and I'm out.